right. Y'all know the intros. Y'all know the intros. Let me make sure I got my sweat rag because y'all know Smitty gonna be sweating when he talking. As always with the intros, Smitty starts e-begging. I have the name for my likers. If you just come to like the video, that's fine. You're called my spider connoisseur. You're my connoisseur spiders. Please, y'all came for me on the last live. 50 likes from the last live. That was beautiful. Let's like it up. My spider gang, where y'all at? That's my commenters. Where y'all at? Start, commenting away. Drop some emojis. If you don't know what to say, that's fine. Drop some spider emojis. Just let me see you there. And then eventually some more super spiders. That's the ones who gives money. Eventually these guys are gonna pop up, okay? The super spiders. But my connoisseur spiders, like it up. My spider gang, type it up. Share it up. And then my super spiders, drop the money. Alright. So today, what we're gonna talk about is putting yourself in winning positions only. How how to win in martial arts and life. This is stuff that I've learned over the course of getting more successful on social media. There are certain moments in your life where you feel like you have the need to prove yourself. And here's a good example, a synopsis. Can we call it a synopsis? I don't think that's the proper way of saying it, but there was this video a couple of months ago on Twitter. Oh, and by the way, let me explain something to you guys. Go ahead, type away your questions. Anybody that's new, type away your questions. And as always, once I get done with the point of what I'm talking about, I will read all of you guys' comments. And then once I run out of comments, the stream is over. This is how it goes. And one day it's going to be too many comments. And that's when the super spiders is going to come in. And I'm going to have to prioritize only the top comments that's being paid for. But for now, comment away, and I will respond to your comments once I'm done with my point. So a couple of months ago, there was this guy that was on a boat, okay? And his friends told him, they dared him to jump in the water. It was nighttime. This was on Twitter. This guy jumps in the water. Everyone was laughing, including him. And the boat was going away, and there was a pool full of sharks in that boat. No, in the water. And these guys are in the middle of the ocean on a cruise, and he jumps in there, right? And you literally see at one point, faintly, one of the sharks take a bite out of him, and he goes under. And that right there is my point of putting yourself in winning positions. That is such a good example of everything when it comes to martial arts, when it comes to life. You're going to sometimes feel the need that you want to challenge yourself, and you don't need to do that. You shouldn't do that. You should only put yourself in winning positions. And I feel like a lot of people, I know this sounds very, very simple, but a lot of people don't do this. They always say, "Oh, I gotta prove my worth." After you don't have to prove nothing to nobody but yourself. And you should like now. A good example is what made me think about this was I was having it's multiple things actually. Just my entire competition journey. For example, I'm gonna talk about um, last year. What made me really solidify and learn this was last year was a very influential year for me. It was a very um, lesson learned type of year. So last year, I was practicing at this particular gym called Sweet Science. I'm no longer a part of Sweet Science. And I was just a jiu-jitsu guy at the time. And the owner's wife, her name is Nikki, and she walks in and excuse me, I just had me some I just had some soda, so I'm gonna be burping a little bit. But Nikki comes in and she asked me. By the way, I don't like Nikki. let me like let me get that straight. I don't like that. And it's gonna all make sense when I explain this. She comes in. She says, "Hey, one of our fighters pulled out. can you, for a Muay Thai fight, can you fill in for one of our fighters? Now, me at that time, this is before I had a dislocated shoulder. This is like injury free Smitty, and I was very the cocky that everyone calls me now. I was that at that time, and I was like, sure, I could do a Muay Thai fight. Like, how long? Like, okay, let's do a Muay Thai fight. What am I dealing with? She said the guy had 5 fights. Okay, this man had 5 fights, and I was like, oh well, that shouldn't be hard. I could just train, and I'll be able to beat this guy up or whatever. So I trained really not. I believe I trained really hard for that fight. At the time, I did. I thought I did. I went to that fight, and it's on my page right now. You can go look at the fight. I came in. I was celebrating. I had a grand old time. I get into the ring. I came guns blazing at this guy, and what I wanted to see in that fight was I had a curiosity of how does jiu-jitsu work against Muay Thai? Because at the time I felt really strong. I felt like if I grabbed him and initiated a grappling exchange standing and we're kneeing each other, I felt that I could probably overpower him, and that's how I was going to win the fight. So I rushed at him. It's here on YouTube. You can go check it out. Just scroll down or type in Smitty'Wit Muay Thai fight. And that first round, I did pretty good. But when I went to go sit down, I was tired. I could not believe it. I was like, oh my God, I'm tired. Like, I don't know if the camera shows it because I never looked at the footage. After that match, I didn't want to look at that. But, like, someone gave me water and I spit up the water. Don't worry, I'm getting to the point. And when the second round started, I proceeded to get kneed to death. This dude, I mean, he was just kneeing me. Like, I forget how long those rounds were, but those 5 fights that this guy had, it was starting to show. Like, if it was anybody else, if it was their first time fighting, I would have rattled them. I would have scared them, and I would have probably been able to take them out in the second round, and I would have learned a lesson of I need better cardio. But I'm going against a seasoned guy who's on a losing streak, but he has already had previous 5 fights. So I had, at this point, realized at that moment, I had put myself in a losing position. I should not have been fighting this fight right here. And I made it all the way to like the last 10 seconds of the third round. And they said that I got TKO'd, but what happened was he masterfully turned my helmet, which didn't even fit me, like the wrong way. And it looked bad. It looked so bad. You can go look it up. That was a terrible loss. But then you also get to see when I came out after I lost, and you get to see I was happy, I was smiling, but I learned a lesson. I was thinking, okay, you shouldn't have been up in there. But I still didn't completely learn my lesson because a few months later, I went against a UFC veteran, Ian McCall, for jiu-jitsu, right? So Subversive hits me up, and by the way, it's kind of funny. After that Muay Thai fight, like a couple of months later, I get kicked out of that gym. So not only did I get my ass whooped, but I got kicked out of that gym for smoking the Mary Jane, at another gym. That's a different story. But so Subversive calls me up. This is a jiu-jitsu organization. Remember, everyone who are just coming in, the topic is put yourself in winning positions. I'm talking about how last year, this is a lesson that I learned of what I learned this from. I didn't put myself in winning positions last year. So Subversive hits me up. They say, hey, you're a rising superstar, and we want you to go against a black belt. At the time, I'm a blue belt, and I just became purple belt this month, but this is last year. I'm a blue belt. I didn't have the amount of skills I have now. But they was like, we want you to go against our black belt, Ian McCall. He's a UFC veteran, and we want you to go against him. Me, I was like, Whatever. I want to test myself. I want to see how do I fare against a black belt. And I had just gotten my ass whooped in Muay Thai trying this little shenanigans out. So I was like, all right, whatever. So if you go look, I didn't delete none of the videos. You see me messing around. I'm laughing. I'm having a good time. I'm just doing some online banter with Ian McCall, whatever. And never once did I ask how was I getting paid for this match. Never once did I ask how much was this guy gonna weigh, and never once did I ask how long was this match gonna be, right? So we fast forward. I go and I'm on the Subversive stage going against Ian McCall, right? Ian McCall came in heavy on basically steroids. This dude was huge. And I was extraordinarily much more like physically smaller than him. If you guys want to see that video, go look it up. It's Smitty'Wit versus Ian McCall. This happened last year. We go head up. I didn't get submitted, but when I was going against him, I realized that it was like as if I was in the absolute division, where I was going against someone that was way bigger than me. So the game plan in my mind was to tire this man out. What ends up happening is, yes, I do tire him out, but the time runs out, and Ian McCall wins on decision. So once again, I put myself in a losing position against a black belt, right? A couple of weeks later, no, like the day after the Subversive event, this man, Ian McCall, is online talking trash. And it blew my mind because I'm like, bro, you are a black belt and you didn't submit me. So why are you talking trash? So me and him, like it became this heated thing, and it actually got very personal. And now I don't like this man, right? And then Subversive begins to post that video of me losing against Ian McCall, and to this day, they parade that video. That's like their highest video that's being showed, right? And everyone, all my haters that do not like me, they're ignoring the fact that I went against a black belt as a blue belt. And they're trying their best to clown me. They say I got humbled, all this weird stuff. And I can't say nothing. You wanna know why? It's because I put myself in a losing position. I shouldn't have taken that match. Or at least I should have found out how long that match could have been. When me and Ian McCall was arguing online, I told him, I said, okay, well, since you're trash talking, let's do a submission only where there's no time limit. And this man wanted to fight when I told him that. Because he knew he knew his jiu-jitsu was trash. And then, it's kind of funny, a month ago, Ian McCall had another super fight with the actual black belt, and he got submitted in like 30 seconds. But they're not posting that video. They're still parading me and his video. And everybody comes to this day, and they talk about the Ian McCall video. And I'm just like, so my point is, and that was because I was trying to, prove something to myself. Because of those two things, and also, this is my last, remember, the topic is put yourself in winning positions. The last nail in the coffin, by the way, if you hear some sirens, I live by a fire station. The last nail in the coffin of not putting myself in winning positions was when I dislocated my shoulder. I was this was the last time, and that's when I realized you need to sit down and calculate exactly when you need to move. Okay? I was in the gym. In my other live stream, bouncing back from injuries, I explained the story, but I'm gonna briefly explain it here. Me and this guy were arguing, and I was very tired. I told myself, I need to go home. Before me and him got into it, I told myself, I need to go home. But this guy said, "Hey, hey Smitty, come on, let's spar." And I was like, "I'm tired, man." And he was like, "Nah, just come on, don't be like that." And me, I'm like, you know what? Let me test myself. I don't want to be that guy. Let me push one more time. Dislocated my shoulder getting into a fight with this guy because I didn't put myself in winning positions. Now, fast forward this year, the whole point of me explaining all this to you guys is people constantly ask me, Smitty, I want to see your losses. I want to see you lose in the gym, right? I want to see you. I want to see the bad parts of you. Why? Why would I now that I've experienced all this, I've learned don't why would I show you the bad parts of me? I'm only going to show you the good parts of me because that's what I want to see as myself. You guys need to understand that there's a lot of people out here. The world, like this was something Taylor Moore, the guillotine queen, as you guys call her, she told me one time. She said, the world is trying to tear us down. Let's not help them. That's what's going to happen with you guys as well. Let me get this sweat off my face. The world is going to try to tear you down. Do not help the world tear you down. Put yourself in winning positions only. Now, this year, I am very calculated in everything I do. When I'm about to go do this, I take my time. People are like, why don't you go to ADCC trials? No, I'm going to take my time. I'll make sure I study jiu-jitsu properly, and then I'm going to go when I know I can win. I have only started taking matches that I know 100% I can win. You cannot do not put yourself in any position where you think you can win. Put yourself in positions where you know you can win. Or you have the best chances to win, it should be no doubt in your mind that you're going to win. And some people might say that that's a bad way of doing it, but it doesn't matter because a win is a win. You get what I'm saying? A win is a win. Now, let's fast forward to this year, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I had a month, and I woke up and I said, I want to do an MMA fight. This is something I want to do. I want to do an MMA fight. I know my fans are sitting here watching. So many people have counted me out. They think I'm just going to be a jiu-jitsu guy. I want to prove to myself that my jiu-jitsu works in MMA. So I called up the same organization that I lost my Muay Thai fight in. I said, hey, I would like an MMA fight, but this is what I want. I want an opponent who hasn't done MMA just like me. I don't care how good my jiu-jitsu is. I want an opponent that has no experience like me. And they gave me an opponent, and it was this young man named Evan Flores. And that video of my first semi-contact MMA fight is up. It's up. Evan Flores and his team took the match with me. And I got very quiet that month because when I saw Mr. Evan Flores, and Evan Flores actually is a fan. He's a fan. He likes to watch my content. So this is me not talking down on Evan because Evan came to that fight ready to fight. But I just saw parallels of me last year in Mr. Evan Flores. His team, if I was on that man's team, I would not have taken the match against me. Absolutely not. No. I would have told Evan that that's too high, that this man's jiu-jitsu is too good. If he takes you on the ground, it might not go well. But his entire team and his people convinced this young man that he could do it, and then he got submitted in the third round. And I'm not talking trash. It was a great fight, but I felt like they didn't put themselves in winning positions. When we were at the place, the venue, Evan was running around playing with his people, laughing. They thought it was about to be a fell sweep, and I was just looking like I just saw me in him. So my point is, I hope this story like bodes well. I like telling stories to you guys because I want you guys to see the mishaps that happen to me. Here's a great analogy. When you go to the gym, right? And if you're gonna lift some heavy weights, you don't just rack open the biggest weight on top, right? You sit back and you only do weights that you know for sure you can do. So that's the point. That's the point right there. Put yourself in winning positions in life and jujitsu. Now I'm not saying take the easy route. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying take the easy route. No, 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 no. I'm saying like you should, like for example, I didn't think 100% I was going to beat Evan, but I knew that if I worked my hardest, if I tried, if I trained very, very hard, I knew that if I go in that match, I would be unbeatable. That right there is how you should be. You should put yourselves in positions where, yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a challenge, but you know that if you bring your best self, it's gonna be an instant win for you. That's what I'm saying. Put yourself in winning positions in martial arts and life. Same people ask me all the time. They say, Smitty, I want to go do competitions. I want to do I want now this is about to sound crazy as hell. This is about to sound crazy. But people want to start competitions and they say, "Hey Smitty, I want to go to competitions." Someone might be hearing this and they're saying, "So that means I should just wait for a competition until I'm ready." No, you should actually go lose at a competition. What? That sounds counterintuitive, Smitty. No, it's not. Because you won't be because you when you first start off with competitions, the problem is the nerves. So you got to beat your nerves. That's putting yourself in a winning position. The earlier you get in competition and beat the nerves, the better you're going to be prepared when you actually need it. So that's putting yourself in a winning position. You want to like push yourself to be your best self. And that's my little talk of the day for that. All right, you better start commenting away. I'm about to start reading these comments. And my connoisseur spiders, for those who don't know, if you just walked in, my connoisseur spiders are the people that like to watch. They don't want to comment. They don't want to give money. That's fine. But we all have a role in here. My role is to provide good entertainment, provide good content for you guys, get better at jujitsu, and give you guys just pure raw entertainment, and we all grow as a community. That's my job. My connoisseur spiders, like up the video right now. I need you guys to like it up. You guys came for me on the last live. I love that. Y'all came for me. But like up the video if you're a connoisseur spider. My spider gang, that's my commenters. My spider gang, start commenting away. I need you guys. I need all of you guys. And then we're going to get some more super spiders in here. So let's look and see. If you don't know what to comment, just throw on some emojis. Just throw some emojis. That's fine. That's fine. Because supporting is a skill. I want you guys to understand this. Supporting is a skill. Me coming on live, trying to get used to going live every day so we can all learn each other. That's a skill that I'm learning. It's a relationship we're building. You get what I'm saying? So I'm learning with you. So if you're a connoisseur spider, like up the video. Get that skill. Just tap it. My spider gang, go ahead. Start commenting away. Let's see what we got. So, got some spider emojis. Gang, gang, gang. How long have you been doing this? I've been doing jiu-jitsu for 5 years. I started March 1st, 2019. I am sweating today. You, my friend, are beyond your years, intelligently speaking. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm the type of person where I like to go out and I like to try stuff. That's one thing about me. I like to go try stuff and I like to come back and tell you guys if it works or not. And Smitty, everything that I say is not law. That's why I'll always say in my opinion first. Everything I say is not law. And I remember I started off on TikTok. I started off making videos. I was talking to people, and then people were just like, "No, that won't work. That won't work." I was like, "You know what? Forget it. I'm about to go out and I'm gonna show people my theories." So that's just me. I'm more of a hands-on person, you know. But thank you for calling me intelligent. Brazil. I'm starting. I took up my Duolingo. And I'm starting to learn Portuguese. I'm trying to learn Portuguese. I don't know what that. You said Alguim I don't know what that means. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna learn it soon. I'm gonna learn it soon. Thanks for posting the video. Can't wait to watch. Yes, go ahead. I think you might be talking about my Muay Thai video. My Muay Thai video is up. My I think I posted my Ian McCall video. That's up. If it isn't, Subversive has it. Yeah, all my videos, everything I tell you guys, that's the beautiful thing about me. Everything I tell you is probably posted. Let's see. What else? I'm training kickboxing and 10th plan jiu-jitsu right now, and I've been thinking about smoking the Jane or the mushrooms. I think should I? That's what he said. Should I? All right, let me talk about ooh, okay. This is gonna be. I'm a tiptoe around recreational psychedelics. That's what we're gonna call it. Psychedelics. Um, Let me see. Well, I can't show nothing, but I have a lot of stuff around me. Let me get this. Okay. So if you're gonna try psychedelics, the Jane Jane, the Mary Mary, there's nothing wrong with it. It really isn't. I'm not endorsing nobody, but what I do is when I go striking in the morning and when I get done striking, I smoke some Jane, okay? And yes, like right before jujitsu practice, sometimes I'm like probably high out my mind, okay? It's nothing wrong with it. And you guys see that I have a really good cardio system. I think the problem is people overdo it and people don't work out. So that's when you see all these bad stigmas on it. But I think the Jane, the Mary Mary, I think it's good for recreational like body, like for your body. I think it's good for body recovery and mental health as well. Now, the mushrooms. The mushrooms. I only took the shrooms one time. And with the shrooms and there is a video. No, no, it's not. I didn't get to post that video. I went to Texas like 2 months ago. I took some the shrooms and literally I went to a rave. I partied and the next day I went to a competition and won. I was still on shrooms or psychedelics at the competition. I do not recommend anyone do that, but I still won. What but oddly what the psychedelic mushrooms did for me was I've had ooh, I don't know if I can say this on here without getting flagged, but it's almost a year ago around this time. It's gonna be in a couple of days. Um, I was gonna commit deletion. I was going to I hope you guys get it. I was gonna go to a park and hang from a tree. I like, you know, and it's actually Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. We need to talk about mental health one of these days. I don't mind talking about, you know, some athletes have thoughts of, you know, offing themselves. I've had thoughts like that before. I'm not afraid to talk about it, but I get stricken with depression a lot. I was like, what happened? Going on? The stream started messing up. Can you let me make sure? Hold on. Can you guys hear me? Because I was going crazy. I was about to talk about mushrooms. Everything's good. Everything's good. Everything's good. I saw the live start messing up. Which part did you guys hear me on? Which part? Because I want to talk about. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. I was talking about mushrooms. Someone asked me if they should smoke the Jane and take mushrooms. Okay, so quickly, the tree, good for your recovery. Mushrooms, um, as a person who has had, I'm gonna just say it, and if I get flagged, I get flagged. If I get flagged, I get flagged. But as a person who has had suicidal thoughts, um, mushrooms took there was like a part of me that gets heavily depressed, and after I took mushrooms, I felt it gone. And on mushrooms, this is what I saw. I know, crazy. This is what I saw. I call them smiling skulls. So be very careful if you're gonna take mushrooms. I can endorse I can say the Jane. I do that every day, but this is what I saw when I took the mushrooms, okay? And this part of my brain, when I'm depressed or was depressed, was always hurting. But then after I woke up, I didn't feel no pain anymore. But this, if you ever, when I start posting merchandise, this is gonna be one of the things I'm gonna post, or like rash guards. It's gonna be called smiling skulls. So and I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna have rat. We're gonna talk about that another time, okay? But be careful if you're gonna take the mushrooms. You need to be with somebody that you trust. Please be careful on that. I please be careful on that, because if when I saw that, I was happy, but I don't know how you will react. Okay, let me continue. Let me continue reading. Um, is this the guy with the mustache you're talking about? I think you made a video. Yep. Yeah. The me and Ian McCall. He's they call him Uncle Creepy. I'm sorry if you guys are hearing like fumbling on the microphone. I'm so sorry. I hope the sound quality's not messing up. But yeah, I went against Ian McCall, Uncle Creepy. I actually I respected that man a lot. I really did. It's just I guess he actually lived I guess he lived up to his name, Uncle Creepy. I respected him, but he started when he started trash talking, I was like, bro, you didn't submit me and you're a black belt. I would be embarrassed. If I ever go against a blue belt in a high level competition and I can't submit him, I'm not gonna talk about him online. Forget that. Anyways, did you win the fight? I lost the last year I lost the Muay Thai fight. It's on my page. You guys can go check it out. I lost, but I still had my head up high. And then the Ian McCall match, no, I lost that one. That should be on my page. If it isn't, I'm probably gonna post it for you guys because it needs to be on my page. And yeah, go ADCC and whoop some butt, hombre. I plan on the next one. On the next one, I promise you guys, I'm gonna go do trials for you guys, and we'll get to see like actually test to see if my jujitsu is legit, and hopefully I don't be injured. Hopefully I don't. Right now I'm still like recovering from my shoulder injury, but hopefully I'm fully ready. But I'm gonna still join trials even if I'm hurting. You are the king of jiu-jitsu, Brazil here. Thank you. I'm trying to get there, and it's you guys' help. I appreciate all of you. I love you guys. My spider connoisseurs, we got 12 likes. Thank you. Let's try to get 15. Can we get 15 likes, my connoisseurs? Because last live we got 12. We got 12 likes in the live last time. Let's get 15. And I see we got a super spider came in with $2.18. I'm gonna see you real soon. We're gonna talk about it. Any tips for new people in jiu-jitsu? Keep rolling. And oh yeah, my spider gang. I'm sorry, guys. Keep dropping your comments. Keep dropping your comments. Drop the emojis if you don't know what to say. Just get used to commenting. So, any tips for new people in jiu-jitsu? Keep rolling. Get submitted a lot. That's all I can say. You don't know what's going on, so you need to get submitted a lot so you can understand the patterns. Like, find someone in the gym that has a very one-dimensional game. And how do you know if someone has a one-dimensional game? If they keep submitting you with the same submission over and over. Keep getting submitted by him, because then you're gonna learn how not to get submitted, because you're gonna get tired of that after a while. Hey, hello, via Amsterdam, Holland, to you. Amsterdam, Holland to you. Nice, nice, nice to meet you. Okay, someone dropping. Okay. Thanks for that. I started competing as a 55-year-old white belt. That was the thing. The nerves. I did lose the first match. Okay. Understand. Congratulations, young man. There's saw like 50. You said 55-year-old white belt. Congratulations. There's so many guys that are like 50 and they're like, should I start jujitsu? Or no, no, no. There's so many guys that are 20 years old and they're scared to do jujitsu. And I'm like, bro, it's not like just jump in. Just jump in. There's nothing to be scared of. It's never too late to start jujitsu. Just jump in. And you said you was competing at 55. Understand that you are most people, including Smitty. I actually never won any competition as a white belt, by the way. You're gonna lose your first jiu-jitsu match. Typically. There's some people who win their first jiu-jitsu matches or their first jiu-jitsu comps, but just be prepared to lose, and it's okay because, and it's kind of funny. You're not gonna lose because you suck. You lose because your nerves got the best of you. It's literally you versus you on your first competition. How often you train jiu-jitsu? What's your workout routine day to day? All right, let me get some water because that let me get some water right quick. Where's my water? Okay. My workout routine, I wake up in the morning and I go striking from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. After that, I go straight to the gym and I go to the sauna. Okay? I sauna for 30 minutes. Oh, we got 15 likes. Thank you, my connoisseur spiders. I sauna for 30 minutes and then I go home and then I sometimes either I smoke some Jane and I meditate and I take a nap for an hour. If I Either way the nap is happening, the whole point of smoking the Mary Mary, the Jane Jane is just to help meditation. I meditate a lot for a nap. After after that I go to jiu-jitsu. I train from 12:30 to 3 o'clock. Sometimes we do MMA practice right after jiu-jitsu. Sometimes we don't. Either way, I'm coming back home. I'm going to take another nap. Usually when I smoke the Mary Mary, the Jane Jane, but I usually come down off my high at around 5 o'clock. Then I take another nap, and then I wake up and I go to the gym and I do some solo training. And I solo train. I just finally started lifting weights, but typically what I would do is I would jump rope for 30 minutes and I would go back into the sauna and then I would go home and I would go to bed. That's briefly talking about my routine, but that's my training routine. There's other stuff I do in between, but that's my training routine. Someone said I want to compete more, just need my knee to heal up and find a new school. I moved to New Jersey. That's fine. My knee, I have a wonky right knee. Do air lunges. Do air lunges. Go put both of your hands on the wall and do like, I don't know how to explain it. So you're gonna be like at the wall like this. Turn, do a lunge, turn, do a lunge, turn, do a lunge, turn, do a lunge. That's really good on your knees. Like, and then eventually go into weighted lunges. I am sweating today. That I need to I need that needs to be a meme about me. How much I be sweating in the face. How come you didn't date your female student? You must be talking about Taylor. Okay. Well, let me explain. In my opinion, it started off with me and Taylor. We were at, oh my god, that's a long story. Me and Taylor's story is long, but I told Taylor I could make her famous. I told her we're going to be famous and I'm gonna help you become famous. My love for her was watching her succeed. Okay? So when I see her succeed, that's my relationship with her. That's what it's like. I'm an artist and I like seeing things blossom and grow. So for some of you guys, yeah, I know some people would like to see it romantically, but for me, like I look at her like it's like a work of art to me because I knew she could be that. It's just she just needed a push. When you look at Taylor, she looks very scary now, but when I first met her, she was very she didn't have that confidence, and I told her I'll put it in her. So if I would have dated her, I don't think or tried to, I don't think the outcome would have happened the way it happened. You know, I don't think it would have. So that's why I that was never my vision for her. So yep. Dude, your ground. Someone Cat Dog said hi. Hello, Cat Dog. Dude, your ground is killer. Research Safety Carmen. Da, da, da. He can help you. He can help your hands right. He trained a lot of people, moved to MMA. He has a lot of insight on martial arts. I hope this helps. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Smitty, yes sir, yes sir. Gang, 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 gang. All the gang is in here. Okay. How you feel on mental health? Yep, we was talking about mental health. We're gonna talk about mental health. I want to make sure sometime. I think on the day that I had my suicidal problems, I think that's the live. We're gonna talk about mental health. I believe we're gonna talk about mental health on there. Let's see what else. Would you rather fight or would you rather train people to fight? Where do you think pays better? I think um I think as a social media influencer, it allows you to do both. So I would rather do both. Like it that's the fun thing about me. No matter what I do is going to be content. So like for example, someone just asked me about Taylor. They said, "Well, why don't you date Taylor?" Well, now wherever Taylor goes successfully, I know I'm going to go. You see what I'm saying? And like you see how that works? There's no bad blood. I know we're connected like this. So and whatever she does, I'm gonna be there supporting and coaching. That's content right there. And I'm a fighter too. I'm an active competitor. So which one would I rather do? I'd rather be both. It's and I think it's good being a active competitor and a coach because then I could tell you guys things because I have actual firsthand experience in it. So, but what do I think pays better? If we take out the social media, I think coaching probably pays better. I think coaching probably pays better. Someone said facts. I had two bad trips in life, and they were not pretty. Yeah, be careful with um, smoking mushrooms, or eating mushrooms, consuming mushrooms. Philip, 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 Philip Sabeyeza. I butchered your name. I'm sorry. That's my super spider. How do we no, it says put user in timeout. No, why would I do that? That's my super spider. There needs to be a way to really like celebrate the super spiders. My boy Philip dropped $2.99. Thank you, Philip. Thank you. Appreciate you. Now hold on. Before you guys start thinking, I'm not about to be like the ice cream, yum yum yum. Nah, don't do that to me. Don't. But thank you, bro. Huge inspiration. Keep it up, fam. Thank you. Love your videos, bro. Thank you. How many days a week you train? Typically 6 days a week. Typically 6 days a week. Are you the Spider-Man dude? I am not. That I was just. You see, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I'm not the thank you ice cream yum yum dude. I'm not. No, no, no. But I am Smitty'Wit. I do wear Spider-Man suits. You think it's weird my gym? You think it's weird my gym? You have to have 34. What? Let me read this again. Your grammar kind of throws me off. He says, "Do you think it's weird that in his gym you have to have 34 classes before you can actually roll?" Respectfully, your gym is your gym just wants to get paid. In my gym, when people first come in and they're brand new, they roll with me. I'm like, come on, let me show you how it works. Let me show you how this works. And then it's kind of funny. People be like, "Is that the first day trial white belt?" I'm like, "No, trust me. I've rolled with enough day one trial white belts. They do not know what the hell they're doing, but they, I give them a good experience. They roll and they sign up. But waiting 34 classes. Let me see, 34 classes. 4 times 4 is 16, right? So if that's 16, that's 2 months. Look at that. That means you would have to come to class 4 days a week for 2 months before you roll. That's insane. That's insane. That's insane. You will never get good like that. Or it depends. It depends. It depends. But I couldn't imagine that. 2 months. That's crazy. Before you do your first roll, everything you've been drilling when you it's gonna go out the window when you on your first roll. Someone said, "No, I think it's a good gym." Okay, that's why I always say my opinion. What Smitty says ain't law. You guys can disagree with me. I don't think that's good though. Me personally, that's crazy to me. Just lost my first blue belt competition last Saturday. Any tips on how to come back from losses? Go lose again. I swear to God. Go lose again. Get back in there. When's the next tournament? You need to go find right now when's the next tournament. You just lost? Good. Figure out what you did wrong. Go to the gym. Reevaluate that. But find the next tournament and sign up right now. Right now. Because you might have lost by someone that just, like, that might have not been your day. If you go to this next tournament and you lose again, sign up for the next one. You want to know what's going to happen? You're going to end up just like me. What happened was my very first tournament, and it's on here, I went against this giant dude. I lost. I got beat up. And I signed up immediately for my next tournament and did a flying triangle. And from that point on, I went viral and I was on a terror. I was on a terror for a while. I didn't lose for like a year. So go sign up. If you lose, that's good. There's something, it just makes you stronger, Jump back into it. Don't beat yourself up. What's your recovery routine? I swear by the sauna and naps. I swear by saunas and naps. I'm coming off an injury in December. Torn labrum on both sides of the left arm. Oh my God. Just started back training 10 plant this month. When should I compete? I have a shoulder injury. And I compete with shoulder injuries. Give yourself about 2 months. You said just started back training 10th plant this month. When should you compete? So give yourself this month and then give yourself 2 more months on top of that. So that's 3 months in total. Or 2 months. I say 2 to 3 months. Give yourself about 2 to 3 months and you'll be fine. About 2 to 3 months. You'll be fine. How do you feel about being a man of color in jiu-jitsu? Man, that's hold on. Someone just dropped, a super spider just dropped something. Thank you. What does it says? Good luck. Appreciate you. Thank you. My super spiders is starting to come in. Finally, I've been waiting for you guys. I've been hyping y'all up and stuff. I'm like, I got super spiders. The super spiders, they just drop money and don't say nothing. I'm like, what? But anyways, thank you. Now back to what I was saying. So someone said, how do you feel about being a man of color doing jiu-jitsu? Okay. This is where it gets kind of touchy. I'm going to go there for a second, but I'm going to quickly run off this subject. I feel that Jiu-Jitsu is missing black people. I believe that if you look at the center of entertainment, okay, black people are the major people that brings in slang, different types of styles, ideas, and whatnot, right? If I want you guys to know that you're dealing with the small version of what black culture would do when you deal with me. There's a lot more like me that doesn't know jiu-jitsu exists. And when they finally come in, this martial art is going to explode. Jiu-jitsu is missing black culture. That's all it's missing. Now, I'm going to slip out of that. I feel like being... No, I'm going to go back in. I feel like being a black man in jiu-jitsu, there's a lot of people that don't understand our culture. So I wouldn't call them racist. They're not racist. They're prejudice. There's a difference. Racist and prejudice is different. Prejudice is a preconceived idea of something. So when people deal with me, whatever they believe black people are, that's how they act with me. It's really different, and oh man, that we're gonna, you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna make that a whole live subject. Jiu-jitsu is missing black culture. That's all it's missing. And I feel that I'm bringing black culture because I'm seeing more black people come in. I'm starting to notice other black people are starting to come in, and when I tell you guys that I am like, how like in those movies when they're fighting they're fighting this monster, right? And you find out that monster is the baby and the mama's not around. Like they the entire movie they've been fighting the baby. That's me. When people deal with me, they don't realize like I'm creative. I'm a very creative person, but there's a lot more of me that's way more athletic than me, and probably would do some. I think I don't know. Maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit, but just know imagine if there was like 10 of me running around in here. Oh my god! But I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Oh man, I get so scared when I start talking about it because people don't understand Black American culture. They think when we talk about anything black that we're talking about racism, but we're talking about culture. And I, as a black man, I'm intelligent enough to know what's racism, what's prejudice, and what's culture. But people can't differentiate the differences. But we'll talk about that another time. I don't want to turn that into this. I know some people don't want to hear that, and sometimes I don't want to hear that either. But great job with Taylor, but leave your options open in the future. Yeah, I need y'all to know something. I've seen. Now I be pissing off the Brazilians a lot, but they got some fine women. I've seen some fine Brazilian women. I've seen some fine Asian women. I've seen some fine women in this whole space. Y'all, I'm gonna leave it alone. I've seen some fine women though. Taylor is fine too, but I've seen some fine women though. You still at Sweet Science Boxing, man? No, I'm not. Humble ass kicker, Spitty. Thank you. Sorry for my English. Sorry for my English. But I have a question. Do you see in near future a total integration of wrestling and jiu-jitsu / judo? Yes. Yes. I think jiu-jitsu is not yet complete, but it's going to its completion. I theorize that jiu-jitsu will have its own style of wrestling because at one point jiu-jitsu didn't have leg locks. Now jiu-jitsu is known for its leg locks. Jiu-jitsu is now messing with wrestling and judo. They're combining the two. And what makes jiu-jitsu different from wrestling and judo is we have submissions. So you're seeing jiu-jitsu guys not only wrestle, not only do judo trips and throws, but they're doing flying submissions. Eventually, jiu-jitsu is going to take all these and combine it. And then jiu-jitsu, knowing jiu-jitsu guys, because we're nerds, if the sport continues to keep being hungry and continue to keep growing, jiu-jitsu is going to be doing what I've been saying and just asking everyone to do and waving the flag about. Jiu-jitsu guys is going to begin going into striking. They're going to start wanting to figure out how to combine their striking with their jiu-jitsu. Eventually, jiu-jitsu is going to be a fully complete martial art. This is why I said the infamous jiu-jitsu is a stand-up martial art. People lost their minds when I said that. I said jiu-jitsu is a stand-up martial art. They're like, no, it's not. I'm like, it's a stand-up martial art. So I do see a total integration of wrestling in jiu-jitsu, but I also see jiu-jitsu taking judo, wrestling, and making its own jiu-jitsu style of takedowns with eventual striking. Yep. What's your favorite choke? Triangle choke. Why does the skin color matter? Trust me, and I love this. I love this question. Why does Smitty's skin color matter? For black people, I know like some people they roll their eyes, but in the black community, you'd be shocked how growing up you hear a lot about skin color. It's just a part of the culture, being dark skinned like myself, and being being dark skinned. I think someone asked me what was my sexuality. I'm heterosexual, so being dark skinned, being heterosexual, being a man. There's nothing wrong, by the way, with being is I know it's LGBT month or whatever. There's nothing wrong with being like that, but there's not a lot of masculine heterosexual dark males walking around in our community right now. I'm sure you guys, they love bringing up the stats of how there's no fathers and stuff. So I need you guys to understand that even though I don't want to be that, I am a figurehead of inspiration for a lot of growing up black children, black people, older black people. It's trust me, like they're really proud when they see that, So it's a cultural thing. That's the skin color matters. Our skin color is so tied into our culture, and I know it sucks for like it's like that, but it's like that. So and I don't mind talking about this stuff. I don't mind educating people. I'm very open with talking about so many things. But 34 is hella. I agree. My first comp was in Jiu-Jitsu World League. Do you have any opinion on that organization? I think each Jiu-Jitsu organization has a different style. If you go to Naga, it's a lot of leg lock type of Jiu-Jitsu guys. You'll find a lot of 10th Planet guys at Naga. If you go to Jiu-Jitsu World League, it's a lot of wrestlers, okay? So you need to know what you're dealing with. I'm going to be doing a lot more Jiu-Jitsu World Leagues really soon because everyone calls me the Naga World Champion. I love Naga though. So, but yeah, you just each jiu-jitsu organization brings a type of grappler. So now that I know some good wrestling, I want to go to Jiu-Jitsu World League and I want to start wrestling more with these wrestlers. But it's a good organization. I did get banned from Jiu-Jitsu World League 2 years ago, but I think they forgot, hopefully. When are you going to try boxing? I am in boxing. I'm in boxing and Muay Thai. It's not about skin color, just how he feels. Don't worry about it. We could talk about race. I love many different cultures. So it's not, when I said earlier Jiu-Jitsu needs black culture, I'm not saying that we don't need Brazilian culture. I'm not saying we don't need Asian culture. I am a big fan of Japanese culture. Oh my God, I love Japanese culture. So, we need all cultures. I just felt like Jiu-Jitsu is missing black culture. I am a purple belt. Someone asked me if I'm a blue belt. I'm a purple belt. Quit thinking too deep. It's hurting your brain. I know. Lots of athletes do it. Yep. You must be talking about smoking that Jane, that Mary. Would you rather go to Brazil? Not sure if you have been. Just a hypothetical question. For a year and train in the best jiu-jitsu or Dagestan, and train in sambo for a year. So you're asking me, would I rather go to Brazil and train with the best, or would I rather go to Dagestan and train with the best? Um, I let me. I'm probably gonna make some people angry about this. Dagestan is kind of overrated if we're talking about sambo. Now, where would I rather go if we're talking about like becoming and the reason why let me clear that up. The reason why I say it's overrated is because we've seen enough times in pure grappling jiu-jitsu athletes run through any sambo athlete. We've seen that multiple times. But if we're talking about preparation, I think I would go to Dagestan. If we're talking about culture and preparation and building humility, all that stuff, I would go to Dagestan. If I wanted to like become focused and a man on a mission, I would go to Dagestan. I feel like if I go to Brazil, I'm sure y'all just heard me in here. I was going crazy about them Brazilian women. I think, oof, man. Hey, no, but knowing me, I think I could probably make Brazil work. So I could probably make Brazil work. Oh, it's past an hour. This is a great live. Why is the screen so dark? Can you guys see me, or is he being funny? Have you ever rode with Mikey Musumeci? He competes for one champion. He had a match recently. Never rode with him, but I would love to roll with him. Baby, you're not dark skinned. I am dark skinned. You're a coconut. You are flamboyant in person. I'm not going to say that word. Oh, we're getting the trolls. We're getting the trolls. Oil up, big dog. You're lying. If you had to get rid of one martial art, what would it be? The fake martial arts. The ones, the touch fake martial arts. We need to have a whole topic about that. The fake martial arts. The one where they be like touching and people be flying. Well, I don't know. Those are kind of funny. If we're talking about a martial art where, like, one of the popular martial arts, I think Krav Maga could go. I think Krav Maga is pretty overrated too. Wing Chun could go, but if we're talking about popular martial arts that's in the UFC, karate could go because everyone like karate. I love karate to death, but karate can go. It can go. But I do love karate. Karate all that has all the nice flowy spin kicks. Every time a karate guy comes in, his striking is beautiful. But they have like those are specialists. So karate could go. If I had to get rid of one, but I wouldn't want to. 70 IQ deep thoughts. Okay. What do I do when some random person calls me a okay? I don't know. Do you need a live moderator so you can mute some of these stupid questions? It's cool. I ain't even tripping. When it gets too dumb, I'll probably be like, I'll probably turn around and give me a live moderator, but I don't mind. I was just asking. I love your videos. Also happy to see your videos. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let me see. Let's continue. Nice. Bet you like to. Okay. I thought you were a blue belt, and I was like, damn, this dude is good for a blue belt. I just turned purple belt at the beginning of this month. I just turned purple belt. Nice. Okay, so let me see. Can I roll with you? I think. Okay. So, watching Leon Edwards striking is a beautiful art. Yes, it is. And someone says you have very feminine mannerisms. This is gonna be my last thing I'm gonna talk about because I do want to talk about that. You see why I like troll comments. I like troll comments because I get to talk about things. It's really hard to get under my skin, by the way. Um, in my opinion, I believe we're gonna talk about duality. See, now my troll's like, I thought I was gonna get under his skin. We're gonna talk about duality. I believe that when I grew up, I used to like watching some of the I used to like watching characters that they're very like loud and flamboyant, and come to find out this dude is the main villain of the entire story. And you're like, wait, I didn't know that dude was going to be the main villain. And he's like very calculated, very strategic, very powerful. And that let me know that taught me that you do not have to be overly masculine to be scary. That's what that taught me. It taught me you could be charismatic and people still take you serious. So yes, there's people right now in the comment section saying a lot of derogatory things, but they would never say it to my face. You guys are just helping the algorithm. And then look, somebody else just came in, a super spider, and dropped $3. So I appreciate my trolls because if you don't have no haters, you ain't doing nothing right. um, bro's about to go on about how his favorite anime was Sailor Moon. Hey, I never got to see Sailor Moon, but we could talk about anime, but not the live is damn near about to be over. But yeah, I do got some little flamboyant mannerisms. I mean, you guys see me wear pink. Hold on, let me show you guys my keys. So I got Piglet, right, and I got the little girl from Lilo and Stitch. I mean, I'm telling you, man, I'm in tune with my masculine, but I'm not shy to get in touch with my feminine. It's called duality. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta be in touch with yourself. But some people aren't in touch. They're very homophobic, unfortunately. When should I do my first kickboxing? When should I do my first kickboxing match? I'm training twice a week, and I have a little bit of experience, and just started back this month. And I train it and work out on my own. Go to your coach, talk to him, tell him you want to compete, and then he will decide for you. That's the best thing I can say. Jeffrey Gonzalez, my man. My man, my man, my man. Thank you. My super spider. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to start having a towel on my head from now on these lives. So when I start sweating, I just go, ah. The quietest dude in the room is most likely the biggest problem. I'm telling you guys, the quiet, some you would be shocked how you would see this big old buff dude, and the real person to worry about in the room is the guy that's sitting in the back, and he's a skinny little looking dweeb. But he probably got, man, so all that trying to act tough is that's for the birds, man. Confidence in yourself is the biggest thing. That's why I'm like 5'6", but when you see me walk in the room, I literally feel like I'm the tallest in the room. That's how I feel. Like, I remember this girl told me, she's like, you walk like you 6'5". I'm like, yeah, but I'm 5'6". How often do you go live? I've been going live every day. I want to keep going live every day. I'm about to get off in a second. Usually these lives typically go for an hour, but you guys are just giving me some good content to talk about, and yeah. So, hey, I'm just talking with you guys. By the way, we are almost done. But my connoisseur spiders, these are my spiders that like these like they like to sit back and watch and talk. Like the video. We got 19 likes. Y'all came for me. Y'all came for me. I appreciate you guys. My connoisseur spiders, like it up. These are my spiders who like to sit back. They like to just watch the live. They don't want to comment. They just want to enjoy the show. Like it up. Like it up. I love you guys. My spider gang. I appreciate you guys. Even the trolls. I appreciate you guys. And my super spiders came in. We got like, I don't think y'all can see it, but it's up here somewhere. It's like $15 from the super spiders. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let me see what else we got. The more you shine, the more shadows you cast. There we go. There we go. Duality involves the creation of both man and woman. Woman being the feminine and man being the masculine. Don't get both twisted. No, I'm talking about there is God within yourself. And you need to find your own duality. You need to learn sometimes it's okay to be soft, and sometimes it's okay to be hard. Sometimes you need to strike, and sometimes you need to fall back. That's what I'm talking about by duality. This is why when you watch my jujitsu, sometimes with certain people, you'll see I'm just coming at them ferociously. I'm coming at them mean, I'm rude. But then in other videos, you see me sitting on my butt, like, and I'm flowing, taking whatever they give me. I'm just basically being the yin to their yang, or their yang, or the yang to their yin. So you need to know and find duality within yourself, and don't be afraid to be feminine sometimes. Don't be afraid to be masculine sometimes. Because you want to be balanced. That's what I seek to find within myself. I went super philosophical right there, but you got to find balance within yourself. That's the whole yin and yang symbol. And with that little swivel in the middle, that swivel literally means balance, and that's what I strive to look for. Do you watch jujitsu matches? I recently just started. I watch a lot of instructionals, but now I'm starting to watch jujitsu matches. But yeah, now I am. Let me see what else. How often do you get tapped out in that 2.5 hours you roll? Um, I mm, not that often. Not that often. Not that often. If I go against a black belt or a brown belt, I know I'm about to get tapped. I know I'm gonna get tapped because the brown belts and black belts in the gym, they are specialists. There's a brown belt in my gym, and he's a leg lock specialist, and he outbeats me every time. But the problem is, the reason why you guys never see those videos pop up is because you guys wouldn't understand what's going on. And sometimes we roll like behind me and this guy. It's like it's hard to explain, but we're usually behind the pillar of so you guys wouldn't get to see it. Leg lock videos, which is I'm about to once I get off live, I'm gonna post a leg lock video, a leg lock highlight. Leg lock highlights don't really do well either. But and I also roll. I get tapped out a lot by my coach, Papa Scott. But I do not, out of complete humble respect, I do not show me rolling with my coach. I don't do that. I don't want anyone seeing me get the best of my coach, or it's trust me, that's a line I'm just not gonna cross. So and sometimes my homie, sometimes I do get caught. Sometimes I do get caught. So it depends. It really depends. I plan on doing a defensive series for my members only. Um, Basically, what the members only for YouTube and all my other platforms. I'm gonna have commentary of like positions that I like, winning positions, like how to do sweeps, how to control someone on the ground. I'm gonna show me losing positions, getting tapped out sometimes. I plan on doing that for members only. I don't want to. I don't want haters having free content to hate on me, but I do want to my followers to learn to see certain like see how I learn when I do get tapped out in the gym. So yeah, let's continue. Let me see. What other psychedelics would you try other than mushrooms? That's it. That is it. Only the Jane Jane, Mary Mary, and only the mushrooms. When I dislocated my shoulder, I did end up on. I was on ketamine. They put me on ketamine. I hate to tilt that. Sorry guys, it was like this. They did put me on ketamine. That was crazy. I swore I saw God, and I still stand by that. But I think ketamine is way too strong. But I wouldn't mind doing the mushrooms again. But I want to go to a rave concert if I do that. And the Mary Mary, the Jane Jane, that's cool. I have so much Mary Mary Jane Jane over there, but I don't want to put that on the live. What gym do you go to and what state? California, 10 Plant West LA. Can you explain the best art about learning rubber guard? It's all about flexibility. I'm not a big rubber guard fan, but I do plan on putting rubber guard in my game. But it's all about flexibility, and I I think the sad thing about rubber guard players is it's a very effective style, but rubber guard players fall into the same problem that leg lock players fall into, and that's their identity in jiu-jitsu. So what ends up happening is they only become the rubber guard or only the leg lock guy. So I do plan on putting that in my game, and trust me, when I start doing rubber guard, I pray for these people. Oh my god, because imagine everything I do with rubber guard too. But are you and Taylor a thing? Nope. She has a boyfriend. She is in Oceanside with her boyfriend, and that is my homie. I love her to death. She knows I do. I'll always support Taylor. Do you have a VCR? Maybe one day I could send some old school matches from the '90s. Send it to me. Hit me up on IG. I'll find me a VCR. I'm a wrestler. What advice do you have as far as guard play and fighting off the back? Usually on the feet, I do well, but on the ground, I get caught a lot. That's because you still haven't learned the art of jiu-jitsu yet. You still have, there's three styles in jiu-jitsu. There's three styles that you're dealing with. You have the wrestler style, which is usually the beautiful takedowns. You should, if you're a wrestler, I need you to start hunting for the back. Be an excellent back attack artist. You should be able to know how to pass the guard. But if you're having problems with being off of your back, that means you really haven't learned jiu-jitsu. You just learned how to be, you just learned half of jiu-jitsu. But the true beauty about jiu-jitsu is being off your back and knowing the guard. So what you should do, start rolling on your butt. Start butt scooting. Don't do like find like sorry. What I need you to do is go start on your butt, and after you get tapped out, or maybe you tap someone out, or maybe it's half of the round, then stand up, okay? Or do it reverse. Start off standing up, do your little thing, and then sit on your butt. You need to learn the ground game of jiu-jitsu. Because you say usually you do well on the feet, but on the ground you get caught a lot. You need to keep getting submitted on the ground. Get submitted more. That's how you start recognizing patterns. I tell everybody that. Get submitted more. You will recognize more patterns. 10th Planet is a rubber guard gym, I thought. Yeah. But 10th Planet also is crazy about leg locks now. It's not just rubber guard. 10th Planet guys love leg locks. They love leg locks now. But I, as a 10th Planet guy, I am more. I think I'm a little bit different. I do beef a lot with 10th Planet guys, so I'm a little bit different. I think trying to measure me with the 10th Planet curriculum might be a little bit not the best, but I do plan on putting rubber guard in my system. But my 10th Planet gym, we're more leg lock heavy. We're very leg lock heavy. I'm gonna give you a hard question. What are your top 3 cereals of all time? Oh, that's easy. I got Captain Crunch is number 1, Honey Bunches of Oat, and Honey Nut Cheerios. I grew up on cereal. Thanks for all this knowledge as a white belt myself. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think that is it. I think that's it. Woo, that was a great live. That was a great live. I was sweating. I'm so sorry. I was sweating all live. And someone said, I'm 16 years old, training at 10th. I think you already said this. Yeah, you already said this. You asked me, you asked this, and I told you what to do. I think you probably have been leaving out of the live, maybe. Um, can I donate all to my can I donate all my money to you because I love you? Save some money for your bills. Pay your bills first, then donate the rest. But pay your bills first. Please don't do that. Are you a vegan? No, I'm not. You ever gonna go live at your gym? No, I probably won't because I usually record. I think honestly, what I will do, what if this is probably a super spider thing. This is where the super spiders come in. So since I'm about to get off, let me say this for super spiders. My connoisseur spiders, you guys did great today. It's like 22 likes. Good job. My spider gang, y'all did great. But I think when the super spiders, more super spiders, start coming in, donating money, I will get me a new phone and I will have my regular recording phone, and then I will have a live stream phone. And you guys will, that will be fun. I think that would be kind of cool. I will put up the live stream and you guys will live get to watch me roll in the gym while my regular camera is recording. So when I get more money from the super spiders or money from YouTube or just whatever, more support, yeah, I'll go live in the gym. But right now I don't have enough phones, or I don't have enough just resources for that. I mean, you see I'm holding the phone with my hand. If you guys seen the way I'm holding the microphone, like, and I'm like, the camera's shaking and I'm not in the studio, I'm sweating, there's no air conditioning, like, so give it some time. Let me keep going live every day. Let us keep building this relationship we all have. And eventually, you guys are gonna see me go from shaking the phone, sweating, to with a nice microphone, all that good stuff. So, let me answer some more questions. I'm gonna hop off. Did you wrestle in high school? I played football and ran track. How long should you wait before your first amateur match? We talked about that. Don't get in trouble, my guy, doing that. Guys in your gym don't care about you videoing them. Nope, they don't. They know we've. Luckily, I've already harassed my gym mates enough, so they understand. They know if you, they call me Spidey. They know if they go roll with Spidey and I catch them, it's probably gonna pop up on the internet. So if you don't feel like rolling in a competitive motion, don't roll with me. And everyone in my gym knows that. There's some people literally, I say, hey, let's roll. They're like, I don't feel like being on camera today. And they avoid me. Perfectly fine. I understand. Because everyone knows I'm trying to highlight them. All my coaches and training partners tell me I give up too easily sometimes. Is there any specific mindset or drills to make you more aggressive and assertive on the mat? For now on, when you first start your rolls, I want you to stand up. Literally, stand up. I want you to start drilling takedowns. Start asking whoever is the best wrestler in your gym or coach, start drilling takedowns. And from now on, at the start of every roll, stand up. Stand right up. If you can't stand up and there's too many people around, stand up on a knee and wrestle from there. But what's going to happen is when you do that is you start developing a mentality of you're going to sit on your butt or I'm going to wrestle you down. And that's how you're going to develop an aggressive style. Try to pass people's guard, get to mounts, and yeah, there we go. I have a good opportunity to train full time. Wife graduates in a few years and becomes a doctor. I'm 25 right now. You think I could do MMA? How long should I wait for a first match or tournament? You need to be, in my opinion, I need you to start doing a lot more jiu-jitsu tournaments, and you need to start learning how to strike right now. When you're a solid submission artist and you've been striking solidly and sparring solidly for a year or two, a year is fine. No, it depends on how you are. If it was me and I had your position, I would just need 6 months, and I would be doing an MMA fight. But I don't know what's your build, but I'm gonna assume, and I'm not saying you are, but I'm gonna assume. Let's just assume you're fat. Okay, I'm just assuming. Let's give yourself like a year or two of striking, going to jiu-jitsu competitions, then try MMA. Positional rolling is good, I believe. Yes, it is. What belt are you again? I missed that. I'm purple belt. All right. Someone said thanks for the advice. Thank you. What age is too young for the Mary Jane if you do jiu-jitsu? Um, 8. You can start at 18 if you wanted to. I just I but make sure you, before you do all that, make sure Okay, before you do that, you have nutrition, you have sleep, you have sauna, ice baths, and you have to have a good work ethic. Do all that first. Do all that first before you you know, go that route, okay? Because the reason why I do the Mary, 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 Jane, Jane, Jane is because I've tried everything and I'm still sore because I work out all day. So before you start doing that, because if you don't work out as much as I work out, it is going to affect your body, okay? It is going to affect your body. But for me, it helps my body because my body needs more enhancements to repair itself. So learn nutrition, understand what protein does to your body. Are you taking enough creatine? Are you taking enough protein? Um, what else? Learn about your cardio. We'll talk about that another time. It does. Yes, the Jane helps with soreness. Oh, yes, it does. Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. All right, last one because woo, yeah, this is a great live, but we're gonna have to stop here. Let me let me say one more question because now I'm starting to get cotton mouth. I'm starting to sweat more. You said I'm 16. That's why I asked. Should I start the Jane? Nope. Nope. You don't need to. Your body is at its prime. You don't need to do any of that. If you don't need to. I think you just want to try it. Go talk to your parent. Well, if I had a kid, if I had a son, he would have probably already tried it. This is me. This is me personally. I'm telling you guys. If I had a son, I probably would have already had him try that stuff. But I think you're just more curious about trying it instead of recovery. So, anyways, last one. Someone said I have a decent amount of wrestling experience, non-collegiate and no gi, 6 feet tall, but I'm a bit chubby at the moment, 245. I told you might be a bit chubby, but thought because of my height, 155, 180 would be an ideal class. You see what I'm saying? I figured you might be a little bit on the heavy set side, so you need to get in shape first. Get in peak shape first. Then let's talk MMA later. And I'm on live typically every day. So catch me on live. And I love you guys for being here talking to me. And I'll just keep talking you through it. But right now you're way too out of shape to even be thinking about doing it. I need you to go to class and lose some weight. Man to man, respectfully, I need you to lose some weight. You do look like a young Earl Spence. I get that all the time. All right, everybody. But before I get off, this is my outro. I'm not answering no more questions, but I would like just type away. Oh, let me say this before you guys leave. When this is over, if you had any more questions, go ahead and type it. I will re-talk about it at the beginning of tomorrow's live. But that's for my spider gang. For my connoisseur spiders, you guys gave me 23 likes. I deeply love you guys for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all showed out this live. My super spiders. Let me see who was the ones that was the super spiders of the night. Jeffrey Gonzalez. Thank you. You are a goat. You're a beast. I appreciate you. He came in with $3. Who else we got as a super spider? Seppi Ninja, $10. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. And Philip Sabeyeza, I'm killing you. I'm butchering your name. I am so sorry. My super spiders, definitely appreciate you guys. When this is over, comment whatever you thought about, whatever you want to talk about on the next one. The topic of today was put yourself in winning positions. Do not try to prove anything to anybody. Only prove things to yourself. And make sure that you are putting yourself in a position where you know that you can win. And I'm not telling you guys take the easy route. Sometimes you could put yourself in a position where you might have to jump to grab it, but you know that you're capable of jumping to grab that ledge to get to the next level. you know, or you might have to push yourself and train hard, but you know that if you bring your best self to that scenario, you're gonna win that scenario. So that's all I gotta say. Someone said, "What time you live tomorrow?" Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I literally just I'll just be chilling, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go live. So so far, what I've noticed, I've been coming live around like 6 p.m. California, USA time. Around that time, I've been coming to live around that time. So that might be tomorrow. We'll see. But well, I'll see if I can make a typical time. But I think 6 o'clock is pretty solid. 6 o'clock, California. I'm not telling you this is the time I'm doing, but so far these past 3 4 lives, that's the time I've been coming. So that's it. Anyone want to drop some more my connoisseur spiders? Y'all want to drop some likes? We had 23. Can we get 25? Can we get 25? My spider gang. Can we start dropping some emojis? If we got one more super spider in here, can we drop some more cash? What we got? But I do want the likes. I do want the likes. The likes is fine right there. I can get 25 likes. That's 24, 24, 24, 24, 24 likes. Okay, okay. Can we get 25? I'm just e-begging now. I'm just e-begging. Oh, we got 25. All right, I love you guys. Y'all take care.